Hello? Hello? Finally, I'm back at this game again. I haven't played this game in a while, especially because I had finished my Ted Bundy project, so but I haven't had the time to play on this game, and I was catching up on homework and also trying to like work on myself physically, like running, walking. I haven't gone to the gym, but I've been mostly running and walking. I do want to kind of take my PS5 apart to see if there's any dust. I tend to cover everything in my room. Some people might find that shit weird, but I do it that way. There's no dust or anything that accumulates and goes inside of my fucking PS5. Today was a nice weather. I was also supposed to go to work today, but my manager told me that the supervisor of the restaurant didn't really need any people because it was going to be really slow and that they were cutting people out of hours. So they cut me out of hours. So unfortunately, I'm here. And yeah, that's it. I'm also stressing out because I don't know what I want. Like, okay, so I had it planned out. I had it planned out that I was gonna go to Mercer for my bachelor's degree in Homeland Security and what's the other one? Emergency Management. However, after looking at how much it's gonna cost me, it doesn't seem the smart way to go because I really don't want to pay anything. I can work for a department. I mean, I could work part time or full time at Cobb County or so on and so forth. But then again, I would have to leave my forensics tutor job so that I could start working like at a department, which I would be down to do. And like, don't get me wrong, like it's not that bad. It's just that I won't. I'll also like have to because I've already done it before where I could like do a lot of classes all at once and then not worry about it. But it's not hard. It's just that I have to I have to change a lot of things and change a lot of like routines, which is not my plan. I'm not trying to do that. So the smart option might just be going to KSU, but if things go south, no, the smart option is to go to Mercer. Yes, it might cost a little bit, but it'll be much more easier for me to finish my school within 2 years. Something that other colleges don't really offer, especially because Mercer and Chattahoochee Tech they have an agreement where they have to accept all of my credits, and then all it will take me is just 2 more years. Unless KSU is the same way as well, but when I talked to KSU, they told me that all of my electives would transfer as free electives. So then that means I'd basically have to restart the program all over again for a bachelor's of criminal justice, and they don't offer a bachelor's of homeland security and emergency management, which I would really want because I would love to work for FEMA, DEA, FBI, Homeland Security, or whatever it is. Not don't get it twisted. No, don't. I hope people don't think ICE or so on and so forth. No, not that. That's not my like end term goal. My goal is to just prevent counterterrorism, prevent natural disasters from occurring. Kind of like the same thing that Mexico has whenever earthquakes occur. I want to do the same thing as well. Because that's my interest. I love helping people. I love going out. I love making sure everyone is safe and all right. Kind of think about it as like the Federal Bureau of Control in Alan Wake. That's what I want to do. Not dealing with anomalies or supernatural stuff, but um, kind of like what's it called? Kind of like what's it called? It's not dealing with supernatural stuff, but it's just mostly like natural disasters. So that's what I plan on doing, and also working in like wildlife and like wild parks, or for like um game not game wardens, but they're called park rangers. There you go, like fire watch and so on and so forth and everything, like emergency management. So yeah, that's my plan. And if I have to go and accumulate debt, student debt, I might just do it just for the sake of it. Because either way, if I do get this emergency management and homeland security bachelor's of science degree, and then I go to the university, no, and then I go to the Air Force as an officer, and I'm able to stay there for a while, I could pay off my student debt. But then again, I don't know. I don't want that. It's a 50-50. I could go waste more time until I turn 23, 24 when I graduate, or I could immediately go into Mercer and fucking graduate at 22 and then get my bachelor's degree and then that's it. Which isn't that bad of an idea. It's smart, but which one is more cost effective? Should I go to a school where it's gonna cost me a lot, or should I go to a school where it's just gonna cost me a little, and then I could just get student loans? Fuck, it's because that's the thing, bro. That's the thing. The good thing is I drive and I could go to get another job, but I need to look for something where I can get at least a tuition reimbursement. The good thing is that many departments offer tuitions reimbursement. It's just that I'll have to leave this job as a forensics tutor and go to either GBI as a medical examiner, so on and so forth. Fuck, man, that is like kind of like, well, okay, so there's many downsides and there's many upsides to this. The upside is that I don't have kids. If I had kids, it would have been much more harder for me to be able to do my schooling and everything. But if I don't have kids, well, now that I don't have kids, since I don't since I don't have kids, it's much more easier for me to do what I want to do. It's like it's very it's very, what's that word? It's very iffy because I don't have kids. I live still with my parents, thankfully, thank God. Um, I'm my own independent person. I drive. I have a good stable job, thankfully, thank you to God. And I'm in the process of looking for another second job, but I mean I have a second job that counts as a dishwasher at a restaurant. But still, I just don't want to stress out about money. I've especially like given the financial state that I'm in, where I don't have that much money and where I'm like not even middle class. I'm like lower middle class or upper lower class. It's bad. It's like it's bad with how we live. So I need to think about it really well. I need to I need to I need to do a lot of research and I need to just keep going and keep trying and keep studying and just not give up because then once I get my bachelor's and everything, then that'll be it. Like I'll just completely finish my school. I can start applying that to real life. But I'm also scared because because I don't want to graduate too late in my life because then let's say I graduate in 23 or 24. If I graduate around that age, I'll be going into law enforcement. I'll be going into the Air Force when I'm like 25 or 24 as an officer. But then I won't get out until like I'm 30 or like 28 or 29. And then I'll only be working a couple of years in DEA or whatever it is. And I kind of don't want to do that because then I won't get my I won't be able to put in time for me to retire because that's my plan. My goal is to retire like when I'm like 40 or when I'm 40 or 50. Because once I retire for the federal government or for the state, I'm all good. And then if I use my GI Bill to go for political science plus the Homeland Security and Emergency Management Bachelor's of Science degree, then it makes me more profitable as a person to the point where I have law enforcement in the background, then I have Air Force, then I have the Homeland Security and Emergency Management of Science, like Bachelor's of Science degree, then I have the Political Science degree in Bachelor's of Science, then that makes me more profitable if I want to work for the United Nations, if I want to go outside of like different countries or work as an ambassador. Dude, you know how cool that would be if I worked as an ambassador in like for the United States? I could work for an ambassador in Italy and Spain and wherever it is or in Mexico. But it'll work out. It's just that I gotta plan it ahead and not overthink about it. That's all it is. And that's what's currently happening is I'm just stressing out. It'll be fine. It's just that I gotta not stress out about it. Just can't stress out about it. And I'm also stressing out about something else too that could kind of ruin that for me. It's a lot. It's a lot of stress. Ugh. Stressing out about that is horrible. When you stress out about it, it kind of puts you down.